if you run it through the business as an S corp, you pay zero taxes. You pay zero business taxes on that money. And if it's $1 million, if it's $1 million and it's under the S corp, you pay zero business taxes. Right? It's the biggest invest loophole that's been around for years that we just didn't know about. So now, if that other 50 rolls over to my personal on what we call a K1, I only get taxed one time. And that's on the personal level. So whatever tax bracket I'm in on the personal level, I pay taxes on that money on that on that tax bracket. So now, if I want to show $70,000, $80,000 in income, and I'm not getting double tax, and I'm only getting taxed at 10%, which is a poverty tax rate, because the government's highest normal rate is 12%. Most of the time, when you run it through the S corp, you're getting taxed at 10%. So I'm paying less than the average tax rate. So now I got money to go get money. Even if you say, well, Brian, I got to pay $7,000 in taxes, but if that's $70,000 is going to allow me to go get $100,000 line of credit, I can pay off the $7,000 and have $90,000 to make moves with. It's the game.
This is true.
It's the biggest game that's out there, man.
So let me ask you this, because what has been one of your biggest challenge with your clients as far as helping them, like people who have been in the hole, like you got people who need to amend their taxes? Do you have clients that just be like, man, I'm just not going to file, or I can't pay that, or like, have you, and I'm sure you have had many stories where people were able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm trying to ask, because, you know, I'm sure you deal with a lot of clients, you know, that may come to you and they just had somebody previously that just messed their taxes all up. I mean, how would you, how I guess what I'm trying to see for people who are listening, like there is hope, you know what I'm saying? You just gonna have to make some adjustments, you know?
It first of all, you got to come out of being embarrassed, because see what happens is people pride and ego get in the way, and they don't want to let you know when they jammed up. And if I don't jammed up, I can't help you. You know, and I always tell people, I really don't give a damn what your situation is. I just want help. Because, you know, my thing is in 25 years, bro, I've seen it all.
Right.
You know, so I ain't judging nobody. Like, my thing is, let's get it right. You know, because if you follow me, I'm really truly about my people, bro. And I really want us to get it right. So I don't care if you didn't file in 5 years. I don't care if you filed wrong and now you owing $20,000 for the last 2 years. Let's find out how we can get rid of that $20,000. Let's find out if we can do an amendment to reduce that $20,000. If you hadn't filed, let's see what we need to do to get you filed. Because the thing is, I guarantee you, if you ain't filed in 3 to 5 years, you probably ain't making no moves.
Yeah.
You know, let's make some moves, you know. And so my thing is, I tell people, just get it right, man. Just, and don't be afraid to switch from your person. Because if you basically been dealing with somebody and you own 20 or 30,000, that might be, if they can't tell you exactly why and you understand why you owe that, you need to talk to somebody that can explain why you need to owe that, and if there's a solution to getting rid of it. We got to make moves, man. We got to get rid of the people that really ain't being progressive with us. And I don't care if it's your A1 from day one, your mother-in-law, your sister-in-law, your cousin, your uncle, whoever you're dealing with. You got to make moves. You got to change to start dealing with people. It's called adulting. You know, when you become adult, you got to adult shit, though. You know, you got to make, you know, start meeting with people. And even if it's going to cost a little more. It's going to cost a little more. And that's probably one of our biggest problems. I think now we starting to see value and understand value. But when you talk about, you know, some of the problems and issues that we've had in the past, we don't want to invest in ourselves. That's probably one of the biggest things. We don't make the investment in ourselves to get the information we need to move to the next level or get up out of situations. So, yeah, I might be more than your coworker who do your taxes on the side. But if I'm going to save you $5,000 and you're going to pay $500, but that's a trade-off all day.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, it's funny you say coworker, because I used to work with somebody and she was getting, they was showing them how to just set up, like you said, just a basic tax preparer. But experience, and I'm like, well, what about the loopholes? Have you built with like millions of dollars? Do you know how to You know what I'm saying? You just preparing my taxes, and you just putting it all in a computer, hitting a button and said, yeah, you need to get some more write-offs. You got something else.